In the summer of 2005, New Orleans, Louisiana was hit by Hurricane Katrina, a natural disaster that exposed many of New Orleans' unnatural disasters. Less than 24 hours after the mayor's orders to evacuate the city, thousands of residents found themselves trapped on rooftops and in attics as the city lost power and went underwater. Not everyone had the means to evacuate, and many of those who did found themselves halted by traffic and the mandated curfew. Opportunities for evacuation were unequal, information on the latest activity and mandates was gridlocked, and awareness of the whereabouts of trapped residents was impossible to gather. Take this traffic guidance provided by the city in a press conference right before the storm hit.
Take the northern routes. People could go east. There's minimal traffic going east right now. And you can go east, north, and then you can go west. But have enough patience, and you have to be patient. Then you will have an easy going for the rest of your trip.
Confusing, right? City guidance only devolved from there. What was worse was the lack of accountability for relief efforts. Survivors were haphazardly congregated to suffer together under surveillance, and the city failed to deploy available buses to shuttle survivors out of the city. Hindsight is 2020. Our group, Trace, wishes to present and further perfect a product that can improve the human outcomes of disasters like Hurricane Katrina.
Hi, I'm Raymond, a member of Trace, and we're here standing over a piece of invisible technology. Running underneath the sidewalk is a fiber optic cable that spans the entirety of the Penn State's campus. This cable acts as a detector for vibrations due to human activity on the surface using something called DAS technology. As I walk, you can see the detector tracking my footsteps.
Below me is what the AI sees. Fiber optic cables are becoming more and more popular within cities, especially because of their low price.
This basic technology has the potential to perform 3 vital functions related to human disasters.
1. Empower individuals to make informed decisions based on the human activity occurring around them when navigating a disaster. Using our website, users can access visualizations of human activity in their area as heat maps. Right now, the tool is displaying recent data, that from March 13th, 2021. If you're interested in this, this full-stack web application was developed with Django using an SQL-Lite database, and the visualization has the typical Google Maps functionality. Our AI, which is a convolutional neural network, is isolating just the foot traffic, removing all other forms of activity along the line. In a more developed form, we imagine the service to be the Google Maps of human activity, where residents of a city can track changes in human activity around them to gauge vehicle traffic or places of interest to possibly go see or to avoid. During a disaster, this can help individuals find emptier routes by which to exit, or where safe places to go might be. 2. This tool can make cities and relief efforts aware of those stranded throughout a disaster event. So long as there are people on the ground, our AI will be able to distinguish between humans walking, vehicles traveling, weather, and more through their unique frequency signatures. Even without communication channels available, relief efforts can identify the whereabouts of humans across the area. 3. This technology will allow cities to learn from data of human activity patterns during one disaster to better prepare for the next. With more time and attention, we could structure a back-end service that offers data analysis so that urban planners and city administrators can see how their city responds to disasters both large and small. With this in mind, we can see that the role of AI in this project goes far beyond just traffic categorization. We've seen very recently how unprepared communities in Texas suffered without the right resources and guidance during a natural disaster. And it is no secret that Mount Vesuvius could wake up one day and catch an unprepared Naples, Italy by surprise.
Absolutely. And it's not in the evacuation zone?
There is no emergency plan for Naples at the moment.
Over the next few months, we hope to rework our database and our visualization to handle live updates. And we'd like to explore the capabilities of Power BI and Microsoft Azure so that we can have more reliable prediction and visualization models. Over the same time period, we're going to be focusing on marketing and branding so that we can better establish our brand as well as highlight our vision. And by the end of the MVP phase, we'd like to further sophisticate our model so that we can distinguish between people walking, bicycles, cars, buses, and more. We are excited by the prospect of exploring the benefits of applying DAS technology to human activity. And we encourage you to check out our documentation so you can get a better idea of how we plan to execute our vision and develop our ideas. Thank you for your consideration.